full and complete stop at the end of our tour. Now we will start off in the upper portion of the zoo, which mainly consists of our animal buildings, but we'll make our way down to that lower half where you'll see all the outdoor exhibits.
Oh, sweet.
To kick things off, we do have our flamingos coming up on the right side here. We have two different flocks here. The lighter, more pale in color is the Chilean flock, and the darker color is the Caribbean flock. All flamingos are born with gray-colored feathers, and it's due to their diets, which consist of things like blue-green algae and brine shrimp that are chock full of beta-carotene that cause them to turn to that pinkish hue you see there. They can range in colors from that very pale pink to a dark red and even sometimes orange. Like most other birds, the flamingo can fly, but we typically won't observe this behavior as they like to fly in the evening. If you'd like to see more of our fine feathery friends, you can go into the aviary building on the right side there, where we do have 75 more species of birds, including 250 individuals. In the very first exhibit, you'll find our rarest bird on site, which is the Guam kingfisher. This bird is so rare to see because they're actually considered to be extinct out in the wild since 1986, and there's less than 150 left in captive populations throughout the world. Also in that building is where you'll find the cold-weathered penguins, of which we do have 3 juvenile penguins born earlier in December this year. And we do have that free flight area where the birds can all fly freely around you. Now the next building to our left there is our Apes of Africa Pavilion, where in 2 large naturalist buildings we do feature the Western lowland gorilla and the bonobo chimpanzee. Now these bonobos, there is less than 200 found in captive populations outside of Africa, and we are lucky enough to have one of the larger ones here in the U.S., with 19 of them calling us home. Now over to the right here, we do have Macaque Island, home to one of the most northern living primates other than us humans. And they're typically seen in the mountains of Japan, where you'll find them in the hot springs trying to keep warm. Hence, they're often referred to as the snow monkey. Now, typically the males for their species stay more stationary towards the ground, whereas the females like to climb high and into the trees. If you'd like to see more of our primates, you can enter into the building to the left here, which is Primates of the World, where we do feature 7 more species, including the mandrill and the spider monkey. A good chunk of them actually do have outdoor exhibits as well as their indoor ones. A prime example coming up on the left here. This one is for our orangutan, Tommy. You might notice a lot of the ropes in there are made out of recycled fire hoses, and it's because those orangutans are quite the strong animal. Typically, on average, having an 8-foot wide arm span, they can pull 500 pounds in each arm. Now, the orangutan does have one of the longest childhoods in the animal kingdom, meaning their offspring will stay with their mothers for right around 8 years of their life.
That's nice.
Their naming actually does translate to mean person of the forest, and it's a very befitting name as that's where they're commonly found. Although they are becoming highly endangered out there as their forests are being rapidly depleted and turned into palm oil plantations.
Cool.
Now off to the right here, we do have the Aquatic and Reptile Center. Inside the Ark, we do feature a 55,000-gallon walk-around tank where you'll see 25 different species of trophy-sized fish from Wisconsin's lakes and streams. Also in this building is where you'll find our oldest resident, which is Onassis, our Amazonian river turtle. She is believed to be born around 1915, which makes her well over 100 years old, but this is just an estimate, and their keepers do believe she might be older than that age. Also in that building, you can find those amphibians and reptiles, including poison arrow frog, Chinese alligators, various turtles, and even our newest member, the Gila monster.
Gila monster, that's nice. That's what I call slacking off. That is like literally slacking off.
You're close to Sunday too.
Maybe.
This time I would like to remind you of our strict no public feeding policy, as our animals are on scientifically balanced diets. Don't forget that's something on norm. It might cause them to become sick or be possibly fatal.
I'm just taking
For
a
the
video
same
of
reasons,
everything.
please do not try to pet feed or pluck out the feathers of our peacocks. Although they are free roaming here on zoo grounds, they're still wild animals, and I do not want you or the animal itself to get hurt today on your visit.
Already did. By a rock. This is cool. Go ahead. Yeah.
Our last building is our small mammals. It's unique for the fact that it is divided into two halves. On the right side, you'll enter in on the day side of things, where you can see such animals as the ring-tailed lemur or even our two-toed sloth. And as soon as you cross over to the left, you too might be tricked by that reverse light cycle that makes our nocturnal animals believe this beautiful daytime is their active nighttime. Inside that side, or on that side, you can see various bat species, our fennec fox pair, or even our baby armadillo named Mira.
Oh, that's cool. I like armadillos. Yeah, I didn't know they were nocturnal. Sure, yeah, because I watched Diego on the side.
Now as we make our way down into the lower end of the zoo, you'll see animals from North America, South America, Asia, and Africa. Starting us off though, we do have our West End entrance, which is open Memorial Day through Labor Day, and on special events. We also do have our river otter exhibit, which houses 4 river otters. Now they are well equipped for swimming with their webbed footing and their third eyelid, which allows them to see under the water. But our zoo was not their first choice for a new home, as they filled out applications over at NASA in hopes that they could go out into outer space.
Outer space.
Now out to the left here, our next North American animal is home to the reindeer. Also sometimes referred to as caribou, as they are the same species, or same type of species of different categories. The caribou typically being found out more in the wild and the reindeer being more domesticated. We do have 3 generations of a grandmother, a mother, and her son. The son is laying down in the grass right now. The easiest way to tell him apart from the females are those antlers of his